Our third topic on our review is solving quadratics by roots. So big key for this is when we're doing quadratics, we're looking for two answers. They might not be the different answers, in this case they will be, but we're looking for two answers because we're going to be talking about factoring quadratics also. So we're going to be looking for two answers. For this first one, we have a squared. In order to get rid of the squared, what we want to do is we want to unsquare, which is called the square root. So we take the square root of both sides. So we're going to have a equals 8, but don't forget, I said two answers, so it's plus or minus 8. Graphically speaking, what's going on here is you're going to have an x-intercept at 8 and negative 8, and this graph's going to look like this, if we were to write that as a function, which it is not. All right, I wanted to talk about 21 and 22 because they looked a little bit scary. Treat them like linear equations at the beginning. So let's get 16n squared alone first. So subtract 7 from both sides, you get 9. Now let's get n squared by itself. That's 16 times n squared. In order to untimes, you divide. So that's 9 over 16. And now we have the n squared by itself. So we have to unsquare, we have to square root. If you're square rooting a fraction, don't fret, just do the top and the bottom. Square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4, and don't forget plus or minus. Same idea on 22. We want to get 16m squared by itself. Let's go ahead and add 2 to both sides first. And then we're going to divide by 16 on both sides. So we're going to get 36 over 16. And now we take the square root. Don't fret. Take the square root of 36 is 6. And the square root of 16 is 4, so it's plus or minus. If you wanted to reduce that to 3 over 2, you could. You could have reduced the 36 over 16 before we did that work. But if you didn't, that's okay also.